Hey there, welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Health and Home with Stephanie. In today's episode, we are on location at Joe's Gym in Indianola, and I have the pleasure of speaking with Julie Laxton. So Julie is a wife, a mom, an NPC bikini competitor, as well as the co-owner and trainer at Joe's Gym. So welcome to the show, Julie.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes, absolutely. So I think it's exciting, and we can share with the viewers that the first time that we ever unofficially met was back in 2019 at the Des Moines NPC show.
Yes, on stage.
Yes,
competing against each other.
So we'll throw that picture up there for you guys so you can see us, and now we'll kind of just dig into our connections. So Julie, let's kind of just talk about how you decided that you were going to compete, or how did you and Joe go down that path?
So Joe's been competing for probably 5 or 6 years prior, and so I've watched him just groom and just help athletes in competitions. And it's funny because when Joe's always been in the gym lifting weights. I was a cardio
Bunny.
gal, yes,
Yep.
cardio bunny, and I never really lifted weights. We bought the gym, and I would kind of come in and say hi and use like the cardio equipment. I was probably the only one, and just would really kind of watch from the sidelines. And then it was 2019. I just decided out of nowhere I wanted to challenge myself. You can probably relate being a mom. You get so busy in the routine, and then you forget to make time for yourself and your health and fitness goals. And I just thought, I really need to make time for myself. And just watched a lot of really exciting transformations with clients even. And I'm like, I really want to test myself, and I want to do it. And I had 4 months, 16 weeks. I was not, consistently working out at the gym. And so I just jumped on board with a friend of mine, Drea. She kind of helped, bring me under her wing, and just took off and decided to do that show. And so with goals, it's really good to have a deadline. Like, this is like the date that I'm going to get this done. It really puts a fire underneath,
Yep.
to get it done. So.
Exactly, having that goal, or that time frame, and that big goal, and you just kind of work backwards or build into that. So we'll kind of touch base on that, because here at the gym, you guys have all sorts of options. So you're a trainer here as well as Joe. So tell me a little bit about you and the clients that you typically work with here.
Yep. So I typically work with moms that I can relate to the most, that are really intimidated to come to the gym. A lot of women are really intimidated of weights and just weightlifting. I can't tell you how many moms that are now gym members before I started training, they would drive past and they're like intimidated to even walk through our doors.
Yep.
And we even had gym members who were moms. They had a family membership. They would drive in to come to the gym. There'd be people here, and then they would leave. Like, they wouldn't even come in. And so I just try to take that away and just making women feel more comfortable at the gym. I'm showing women what to do at the gym and just getting them comfortable with the equipment.
I think that that's excellent, because you're helping women build confidence in just themselves, as well as in a new environment. So the gym can be an intimidating place, and then to have someone that they can get to know and trust to help them build that confidence, so that when they do walk over to those weights, they're not nervous about who's there or how to use the equipment, because they're empowered. So I love that. So then if we kind of keep building on that, I recently saw that you and Joe are running a new coaching program, and that it is based off of Core 4. So will you tell our viewers a little bit about that program and what all it entails?
Yep, and Core 4, it's different areas, probably the top areas in life. So there's power, that's like the body, like I would say your health, wellness. There is production, so that's your work, career. There's passion, that's your relationships with your spouse, friends, children. And then the last one is purpose, and that's someone's faith.
Okay, yep, the spiritual set. So within that program, has that already started, or how do people sign up for that?
Yep, so that actually has started. We actually have a closed Facebook group for that. It started a month ago, but there's no deadline to start. It's just ongoing, and it's just there to really help people, just coach people through life, mentorship, just in those 4 areas. And we're bringing on a lot of different professionals from, financial world, just to help, inspiring stories, just to help people in different areas.
I love it, because then you're providing a lot of resources, and they're not just related to health and nutrition and fitness, but then they're in all aspects of life. So I think you can excel at one area and then kind of be lagging in another. To have a group that focuses on all four, and then just kind of be progressing throughout life on all of your goals. So if someone wants to get involved in that group, what's the best way for them to do that? Do they just reach out to you and Joe, or is there somewhere on Facebook that they can go?
So I would reach out to Joe or I. It is the closed Facebook group.
Okay.
Yep. And so usually on Facebook, just message one of us.
Okay, perfect. All right, so we kind of touched base on this previously, that you work with a lot of moms, and really probably those that fall under the lifestyle, or just trying to maintain a healthy life, but not looking to compete. So as an athlete, as a trainer, as a mom, I guess will you kind of give us some differences between someone who's just looking to maintain lifestyle goals versus someone who's trying to compete, and just really what are the differences for that client?
So typically for lifestyle clients, we just try to educate them more on the nutrition side. All competitors know 90% of it is the nutrition side. But having flexibility, when you're competing, it takes it to an almost extreme level where you're like measuring how much ketchup you put on something, or to a T. Especially at the end, it's like very, very strict. And there's not a lot of flexibility, so you're very limited. Long term, that's just not doable. With someone's lifestyle, hunger always wins. In the end. And so with lifestyle clients, we really want to work with them on what works long term, and just educating them on macros, like what to eat, when to eat, how to control hormones. So a lot of times, women. As I've gotten older, I'm a little more insulin sensitive, so I tend to eat fats and proteins earlier in the day and then eat my carbs a little bit later, just to control hunger hormones. So teaching them and just mitigating kind of through that, what fits their lifestyle, and just getting them in the gym and just getting a realistic, I'd say realistic plan that they can do each week and long-term monthly. And we try to focus not on 30 days, but something long-term. I think everyone's so focused on what can I do in 30 days, and it's a marathon, not a sprint. When it comes to health.
Yes, it's a lifestyle, it's not a quick fix.
Exactly.
So, yes, very important.
Yep, so we started doing small group training, so it's up to 4 people. In the mornings, I do them really early at 5 and 6 a.m. It's a lot of the moms, because we're so busy, it's like we have to get it done in the morning, and then the rest of our day is taken up. So in the morning, I'll usually have up to four women that come in, and we'll focus on like a lower body day, and they push each other. I really focus on their form. Joe does them in the evenings during the week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it's like 4, 5, 6 p.m. And those are for people that want to hit the gym later in the day. And it really just, we kind of build camaraderie, educate people, watch their posture, and just really help them learn. And our goal is, and this is one thing I really love about our program with clients, is, our goal is to educate our clients where they don't really need us. It's almost like they want us, for accountability. So we really try to educate them to where it's like, they could take off in 3 months and literally be completely on their own in the gym and be comfortable, and only want to come back just because they want to come, in the small group training. So I have a gal that I trained, Amanda, and she did the competition in Des Moines this past November, and she's literally on her own, and she could help other women. And so I think it's so neat to pass that education on knowledge.
Yep, exactly. You have that base or that foundation, and then they can just come back in and check with you to maybe progress the nutrition
side,
or if they're
exactly.
looking to kind of lean out, or if they need to progress their strength in the gym or something like that. So
exactly.
Kind of fine-tuning their goals for them. All right, so now let's get into what are your plans for competition this 2022?
So this year is going to be a building year. So in bodybuilding, a lot of times somebody will take an off season to build. So I'm very happy with my upper body, trying to grow my legs, my glutes. It's like my area that I want to improve on the most. So if I did another show, it'd be the summer of 2023.
Okay.
They're fun doing later in the year, but I love being cut for summer, not bulking. It's fun being lean in the summer when you've got, tank tops on and whatnot. So that's my goal.
Okay.
And so I'm sure they've got a lot of great shows that are close to Iowa in the summertime.
We do, yep. And you guys have a great affiliation with a lot of the sponsors, or
Yes.
to Tony's, right? Is that how you
Oh,
pronounce
Jack
it?
and Antitone.
Yep,
Mhm.
yep. So probably one of their biggest gym kind of partners here in Iowa, right?
Yeah, we actually have the largest bodybuilding team in the Midwest
Oh, wow.
for Awaken the Warrior.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Do you want to share a little bit about Awaken the Warrior and just that is your team?
So with Awaken the Warrior, our team, we want to make it a little bit different where in the past, I know Skylar and Patty, our coaches on the team, as well as Joe and I. And in the past, a lot of times with teams, there was a lot of negativity. It was like, if you don't place top 5, you can't, bring our name on the stage as a team. And we wanted to really provide an environment that was encouraging. It was like everyone self-improve, whether you get top 5 or not. I mean, you're up there to really improve yourself. And so, we help athletes that are first time, they've never done a show like myself. My first show, I hit the gym consistently 4 months prior to hitting stage. I was petrified, but it was neat having that environment where you had other people always lifting you up, and so not every team has that in the sport. So that's just one thing that we love about Awaken the Warrior, and we have a lot of athletes who win the show, but we've just got all different levels, and everyone helps and encourages each other.
Yep.
So
it's a unique sport because a lot of times I think you would see it as being very competitive. But on a lot of teams, or just even when you're there at a show, there's so much love for one another.
Yes.
And everyone has endured the same process. Everyone has
paid the price
yes. to make it there that day. And it's all about bringing the absolute best version of you in that season. And so that might look a little bit different each year, and it's still progress. So
exactly.
All right, now something for fun. So what are your top 5 favorite exercises?
Oh, let's see here. So my favorite day is it's delts, chest, and triceps. I love doing shoulders. Love it. My shoulders rock, because you can tell that's like where I go to a lot. I love hammy and glutes too. I love that. I need to work more on my legs. I wish I loved leg day as much as I love upper body day.
Yes, I just was listening to a podcast, and it's like if it's the body part, or if it's the exercises that you don't want to do or that you avoid doing, those are the ones that you actually need to focus on.
Yes.
So it's like, yes, I get that. I love legs. Obviously, we're built different, so I don't have that upper body that you have, but I have a lower body that I always need to work and hit just as hard. So
yes.
Understand that very much. Any specific exercises or piece of equipment that you love?
Oh, I just use the dumbbells for delts. I mean, they're just so easy, so you can do it at home. Bands are phenomenal for my glutes. I love band work. So I do like a glute circuit with bands, and whenever I'm training someone new, like a mom, she's like, "This is it." I'm like, "Just wait. You just wait. You just need that and a bench." I mean, not even using weight, and at the end they're like, "Oh my goodness." But when I first started, I had no rear end. I mean, it was flat, no muscle. And so it's neat to see, you're like, oh, I actually have, some glutes. And they're perky. And
booty gains.
Yes. So that's exciting. But I love, the delts, just the dumbbells, and then, band work for glutes. My favorite.
Now, one of the other things that you guys have here at Joe's Gym is supplements and an assortment of protein powders, etc. Anything that you want to share with our viewers regarding the products that you guys have here?
Yep, so we have a lot of great products. One of them, Titan Nutrition, I love. We actually found Titan Nutrition because we were trying to find a green drink for our kids, because we're big about our kids getting greens and probiotics. And we have tried every green drink, every product you can think of, with different companies, and our kids will drink them, but the kids won't. But Titan has an amazing, it's called Titan Greens, and our son, he's loved it since he was little. We put it in a bottle for him, and Callie loves it. And so that was our hook to Titan Nutrition. We're like, okay, this is neat. Let's see what other products they have. And they've got, casein, protein powder, isolates. I mean, great pre-workouts, a gamut of just phenomenal products. We know Brian King, the owner of Titan, and he's just a great individual. So we've really fallen in love with their products and use them and actually provide them here at the gym.
Okay.
For
Do you have a favorite flavor of protein powder?
Goodness, there's so many. I tend to go towards the vanilla or the chocolate. They've got like a macchiato one that's really exciting. I'm kind of boring though. I just go like one way. Their chocolate casein powder is amazing. We can't keep it on our shelf.
Yes, yeah.
It's amazing.
I used the vanilla towards the end of prep in 2019 because it just got you through the night, helped you sleep for sure.
Oh yeah.
So I was super excited when I saw your post that you guys have a new piece of equipment here.
Yes.
So do you want to tell us a little bit about that and what all else it includes? Or
so we actually, it's an in-body, I call it the in-body body composition analysis machine. And I was talking to Joe just because in bodybuilding, we see so many changes, you know, when you hit, you know, go all the way through competition, all the way through show, and how lean you get. And I've never done one before. And I've always been curious, like what my body fat gets down to. You're not trying to hit a goal body fat. You want to, you know, it's more how you look when you hit stage. But sometimes too, whenever I'm working with women especially, we tend to focus so much on that scale.
Yes.
And I mean, you know, if anything goes up or if we plateau, you know, in our mind, like, oh, we failed. And there's really more going on in there. I've seen my first show, for example, I was 118 pounds when I first started hitting the gym, size 6 pants. And so I only lost, I went from a size 6 to a size 0, and I only lost 8 pounds. And I got down, so in that, it messed with my head when I would step on the scale. And so I actually Joe's like, just stop stepping on the scale. I don't want you focusing on that. I just want you focusing, eat exactly what I tell you to eat, hit the gym, don't even worry about that, because it would get in my mind like I'm failing, nothing's moving, these other girls they're losing so much weight. And so I see that a lot with our lifestyle clients. You know, we're so focused on that scale, but there's more going on the inside. Muscle weighs more than fat. And so I just mentioned recently to Joe, I'm like, it'd be really neat if we had something that could really show like lean muscle mass and like, you know, body fat. So if someone does gain weight, because I've seen this happen where someone might gain a pound, but they've lost an inch on their waist, I'm like, you're gaining muscle, losing fat, body recomposition. And so we just implemented this, and it's really neat because we just had actually a competitor gal where she gained a little bit of weight, but she noticed her pants were looser. She lost fat, gained muscle. And so that really just helped her see the big picture of this is why we need to be feeding our bodies and eating and not, you know, trying to, a lot of women think, I just need to lower my calorie intake, not realizing you can mess your metabolism up. And so it's just really helping them visually see what's going on. And so we provide it to, you know, our clients. Even we have people who are not even gym members that travel an hour away to come and just to get it done, that maybe work out from home. I just want to see how I'm doing. So it's just really neat to kind of get that snapshot, see what's going on internally, and then see if you need to tweak anything, and just, so way better than, you know, just the scale and whatnot. So
yep, there's so much to be said because, you know, I think we get fixated on the scale, but it's really, you know, what's your body fat, what's your body composition in the big scheme of things. How much muscle do you have, how much body fat do you have, and then really the number on the scale might not even matter at all, or it might not change. Might even go up if you're building muscle.
Oh yeah, and it even shows you your water retention, like water weight, which fluctuates. Like people, you know,
especially for us women. I mean, there's different times of the month where your weight's going to increase just based off of water retention, and that's just the normal cycle.
Exactly.
So, all right. Well, I'm excited to check it out. So we'll head on over there and give it a shot.
Perfect. So I'm gonna have you step on with your heels on the middle part. Perfect. It's going to take your weight. Perfect. So Stephanie's putting in her height and age, just so the machine can kind of gather that data, and obviously she's a female. So the next step is she'll be you'll grab these, or actually press yes for privacy policy. So they do have that. Yeah, it does take a couple of touches. Perfect. So make sure your heels are placed in the rear, and then you'll grab each of the handles. Yep, and you'll want to put your arms out straight. Perfect, just like that. And then just hold it and it'll do the rest. Perfect. And it's doing it. And it just takes about 30 seconds to calculate everything. Good job. Perfect.
Woo.
And then what's really great is there is an app you can put on your phone. It's called the InBody app, and it will literally store that information. So each time you do it, it'll have everything side by side.
Okay.
So you can track it. And then it'll also print off, it should be printing very soon, just kind of a spreadsheet of everything.
Okay. And then is there a certain time of day that individuals should plan to come in for this, or does it matter if you've eaten, or?
Normally the best time is to do it fasted first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Is what I would do. Just fasted before eating anything. Yep, just is the best time for this. If you do it, I have some clients where they just do it midday, just do it at the same time.
Okay, so it's consistent.
So it's consistent, because I'm sure it might skew it a little bit if you're in a fasted state. But yep, so basically it prints off.
And you get your little body report.
Yep.
Perfect. All right, Julie, well, thank you so much for letting me try out the InBody scan. I'll be excited to come back and just kind of monitor my progress over the 2022 season and see if I can drop some body fat and hopefully some weight as well, but at least focus on dropping that body fat and gaining some more lean body mass.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming.
Yes, thank you so much.
Gym.
So Julie, will you let our viewers know what's the best way to reach out to you if they want to look into personal training or use the InBody scan or even for nutrition?
Definitely. So we're really big on social media. Surprisingly, we have a phone number and a website, but a lot of people reach out to us through Facebook.
Okay.
It's just amazing. And we've had people that have followed us for like a year, and then they finally reach out.
And so what's the name on Facebook that they should go to?
It's Joe's Gym Coaching, or you can even type in Joe's Gym Indianola and it should take you there as well.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. It was an absolute pleasure getting to meet you officially off stage, and so I look forward to watching us achieve those 4 pillars for the rest of our lives.
Awesome.
So thank you.
You bet.
All right, gang. Well, until next time, stay committed to your health and home goals.